There was one who was willing to die in my stead, that a soul so unworthy might live. And the path to the cross he was willing to tread, all the sins of my life to forgive. They are nailed to the cross, they are nailed to the cross. Oh, how much he was willing to bear, with what anguish and loss Jesus went to the cross. But he carried my sins with him there. He is tender and loving and patient with me, while he cleanses my heart from its dross. But there's no condemnation. I know I am free, for my sins are all nailed to the cross. They are nailed to the cross. They are nailed to the cross. Oh, how much he was willing to bear, with what anguish and loss Jesus went to the cross, but he carried my sins with him there. I will cling to my Savior and never depart. I will joyfully journey each day, with a song on my lips and a song in my heart, that my sins have been taken away. They are nailed to the cross. They are nailed to the cross. Oh, how much he was willing to bear, with what anguish and loss Jesus went to the cross, but he carried my sins with him there. All righty. Hello, Sister T. Hello, Dawn. Good evening, Reba. Hi. Hi. Hello, Angie. Good evening, Laura. You're welcome, Debbie. Not sure why, but you're welcome anyway. Good evening, Kat. Hello, Ted and Sheila. Angie says it will be longer reading this week upcoming. Catching up in the Old Testament. Sounds good to me. Howdy, 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 Brother Pat. All right, there we go. Hello, Sister Love. I think he likes that. It's got an itch there. Ooh, Mr. Hummingbird's back. At the Cross would be song number 2. You came in on the first song, which was Nailed to the Cross. How is everyone doing tonight? It has been a long day and a long day of travel. I got done with the devotion this morning, and we, the 2 oldest boys and I, got on the road. We headed north to the lovely town of Ida Grove. Ida Grove, I'm home again, Grove. No, wrong one. Anyway, where I had spotted a lawnmower that Amos was very interested in when I showed it to him, and I knew he would be. So we went up there, and Amos picked up a nice commercial lawnmower for a very decent price. And on our way home, we ended up picking up a nice, lovely long roll of chain link fence for free that I had found on Facebook last night and messaged the person offering it, and he finally got back to me today, and we arranged everything, and I got it. So God was good and blessed us with safety in our travels, plus the bounty of a chain link fence roll, which we may put to use around here. But it's been a long day of travel. And Sister T says it's been raining there. Kat says it's raining over where she's at. Sean says he's sitting in bed with a minor headache, neck ache, backache, and sinus infection. So we want to offer up prayers on his behalf tonight. Got that already down there, brother? I'm going to see if you guys can watch. I'm going to try to include the... Yep, I can. Okay. This is our Franken tractor. Okay. We call him Frank. Member of the church went and converted it from what's called a uniharvester. By the way, hello, Shea and Shua. You guys just walked across stream. Member of the church converted it into from a uniharvester, which was a 60s, 70s era brand of love. You just walked across stream too. Version of a combine. Didn't quite take off. Anyhow. And he put end loader on the front, so now I've got a tractor. Hello, Carol. Hello, Vera. It has a top speed of about maybe a little bit less than that, or a little bit more than that. It's probably about 11. It took us 3.5 hours to come roughly 30 miles. So no, you're right. It's probably got a speed of about 8. Oh, wait a minute. It's not 30 miles. It's only 20. So still about 10. Anyway, but the thing we're interested in is, hey, you, finger work. That is the hummingbird feeder, and the hummingbirds have started returning. So you might get to see some hummingbirds. This is a house plant that we have moved outside for right now. My brother gave it to me when we moved in. He was thinking of going over the road. and wasn't going to be able to care for it. And, well, it gets great big leaves, great long stems, nice flourishes during the summer. And then because we only have one solitary window in the living room, it kind of goes kerplunk. Okay. So Sylvia and her job and having to put up with Sean. Hello, Kathleen. Yeah, I went there, Sean. Nope, it is not an Alice Chalmers. I do know it looks like one in the same coloration. It was produced by Agco. Well, actually, originally it was produced by New Idea, which then was bought out by Agco, which was then bought out by Alice Chalmers. So, but this was actually produced during the time period that it was New Idea. So it was before the Agco / Alice Chalmers conversions. And the reason that I know its top speed is about 8 miles an hour, it's a 10 mile an hour, is because I had to drive it from my folks' place where it was at all the way up here. Debbie's mother gave her some yellow irises yesterday that came out of her uncle's garden, and she named them after Mom and Dad and her uncle, Frank. Hello, Carol. Good to see you. Well, we're definitely going to keep praying for you. At the Cross, song number 2. Alas, and did my Savior bleed, and did my sovereign die? Would he devote that sacred head for such a worm as I? At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Was it for crimes that I have done, he groaned upon the tree? Amazing pity, grace unknown, and love beyond degree. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Where might the sun in darkness hide, and shut his glories in? When Christ the mighty Maker died, for man the creature's sin. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. That was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. But drops of grief can ne'er repay the debt of love I owe. Here, Lord, I give myself away. 'Tis all that I can do. At the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Alicia, do we have two of these books? Possibly. Yeah, check for me, would you? Oh. Don't worry, Debbie. We know you were feeling under the weather, so no worries. It's okay, sister. Sean says, I've been drinking a lot of water and Gatorade. I may go make me a bowl of canned potato. Ooh, you can have the potato soup. Pat says, in high school, I drove a Ford 3000 diesel, 8-speed. Transmission. It topped out at 25 miles an hour, full throttle. Let me see it, please. Sean says, halt. Hello. Halt. Who goes there? Angie says, no dairy makes sinuses worse. Sean Vera says, we can totally relate to you and Sylvia at my house. Tom has been working, let me see that, working 10 to 12 hours. Here, Alicia. This is the one we're starting at next. Okay. This one was marked wrong, so I'd already done those. Tom has been working 10 to 12 hours. He has to be at work at 4 a.m. for 8 hours. Ugh. He is likely working 12 hours Monday as well. Add that to my busy schedule and all the health issues going through the family. It is extremely exhausting. Oh, man. I pray for you as well, Sister Vera. Hello, Sil Mills. Good to see you. Potato soup is made on a milk base most of the time. I absolutely abhor potato soup. That stuff is just as evil as, well, the stuff we're supposed to despise and abhor in the Bible. Well, yeah. See, the problem there, Sean, is all the grease that's in the pepperoni pizza. That sounds good. I know that my chickens are starving. They'll love it. That is one thing I don't eat. Kids and Amy can have it, but I will not eat that. That and split pea soup. Ugh.
Okay, give me more cheese.
I'll never forsake my Lord. Vera says, any creamy soups usually have a dairy base, plus the canned stuff has some awful preservatives that might aggravate some of the issues you've been having. Yes, Sean. It has been shown that they use as a preservative. One of the things they do is they line the cans with an estrogen-based lining or solution to preserve this stuff. So, yeah. That's why I always wash my vegetables and try not to eat canned soup. Unless it's canned soup that I've canned. Sean is trying to stop eating pizza altogether. Really? The chickens? That's right. It'll fatten them up. Well, if I had pigs, I'd go to the pigs, Sean. They'd love it too. Though my cross may be hard to bear, though my life may be filled with care, though misfortune be mine to share, I'll never forsake my Lord. I'll never forsake the Savior. He has never forsaken me. 'Neath his sheltering arm, I am safe from all harm. I'll never forsake my Lord. Though the tempter in efforts bold, or in subtlety as of old, should essay to allure my soul, I'll never forsake my Lord. I'll never forsake the Savior. He has never forsaken me. 'Neath his sheltering arm, I am safe from all harm. I'll never forsake my Lord. Though so helpless I cannot see what the future may hold for me, Jesus knows and my guide shall be. I'll never forsake my Lord. I'll never forsake the Savior. He has never forsaken me. 'Neath his sheltering arms, I am safe from all harm. I'll never forsake my Lord. Okay. Debbie says homemade soups are the best. Pat says it's healthier to eat pizza than be without Christ. Well, that's true. That's absolutely true. Sean says, now I know what to get you for Christmas, a pallet full of potato soup. Well, I'm sure that my chickens would thank you very much for it. Woohoo! My first radish of the year. That's a volunteer one. Which kind was that one? That was
plum purple.
The plum purple.
Yeah. Probably. Either that or it's supposed to be watermelon. Those are the two.
You're not sure that's not that one, the mix?
Or it came from the Easter basket mix, and I'm just saying there's no telling.
No telling. Sean doesn't know how to make homemade soup.
Sean.
Or to can foods. Well, that one, both of which you can remedy because there's a wonderful thing out there called Google.
Google knows all.
It's definitely one thing that I want to learn. Oh, YouTube. He could go to the culinary school of YouTube.
He could. It's a very good school. It teaches you much.
Definitely one thing that I want to learn and have, especially when I feel like a cup. I was watching an ad and I don't know if it was on Facebook, YouTube, or actually on the TV, because I so rarely watch TV. I think it was on the TV there the other night when I was with Ezra in the hospital. And lo and behold, there was a guy. He was working some regular, like a security guard type of a job, and he got tired with his blasé sandwich, and so he decided. It was an Amazon commercial, by the way. He decided to up his game. He started watching videos because as he's staring at his sandwich, like, oh, I'm really tired of this, an ad would come on for some cooking something or other, and he started drooling over it. And of course, they had pots and what have you, and he started ordering things from Amazon and started learning how to cook and from like YouTube and from videos like that. And as he tested them out on his coworkers and got better and better and better, until eventually he happened to be on his way to work and passed a restaurant that said chef wanted, and he turned and walked in.
What happened to
Loppers? Which loppers?
Whoppers? The shears.
Which shears?
Yeah, the big heavy duty shears.
Ask Ezra, because they probably headed to the garage. Not the green ones right there? Yeah, they were probably taken to the garage because we didn't want them out here. Either that or you took them back over there for some reason.
I have never used these.
Okay, so they're probably in the garage.
They were over here the other night.
Pat says, or Angie says, I know someone who still cooks homemade food at 92, bless her heart. Mother still cooks homemade food. Dad actually cooks for mom most of the time, and homemade food. My boy's boss, his mother, still, she's how old? 93. She still cooks homemade food, and she's had several strokes. But she cooks for them as often as she can every day, pretty much every day.
That's my job.
Progresso New England clam chowder, yummy, yummy. Oh, I love that. Debbie says, I can't have pizza yet, and honestly don't know I'll eat it again. And the only blessing COVID does was taking food that doesn't taste good out at all, so I quit eating it. My last takeout food was Chinese. Sean loves that. Vera says, I love radishes. Yeah, this one's actually pretty good. Not very hot. That's not turnip. It's radish. Turnips sound good, though, too. Creamed turnips. Ooh. They're not for the chickens. They're for you. Well, if you send me potato soup, that's exactly where they go. Either that or to the kids. They'd eat them. I wouldn't. Reba does, too. Sean says, I love YouTube. I literally watch a lot of Bible videos, church videos, based on survival videos, living off the great grid, off the grid. The great videos. I'll start watching how to can foods videos next. If I can offer some, not that I've got a whole lot of time right now, but Backwoods Homes has a channel, I believe, and offers tips on how to do a lot of things, like canning and things like that. Amos has learned most of his mechanical knowledge from YouTube's School of Mechanics. There is no such thing. Practical sense, perhaps. But sense has to be common, and there's no way that that's common. Have you seen society around us? Darlene says, love them. Angie says, I saw that. Of course you did. You want to see it again? Sister Love says, Angie, can you believe that he didn't even offer us to share with us? You have to come over here to share. I got some lettuce out there to also harvest. Vera said, if I live that long, I plan to be 90-plus-year-old cooking homemade food. Ruel's watching from the Philippines, as he prepares for his lesson this morning. Good to have you, brother. Mary says, this old woman still cooks. I have to eat. Don't get hungry very often, but she still cooks. Good to hear, Mary. YouTube education is absolutely free. Mail it, leave it. Nope. Wouldn't be fresh. Besides, you guys have been promising to come over and visit me. Gonna have to do it sometime. Sheila says that Ted is a very big eater, so she has to cook homemade every day. That's the best way to do it. Vera says, my girls and I have learned a lot of useful skills from YouTube. Tom has saved tons of money on home and car repairs by switching to Geico, right? Thanks to YouTube. And, Kat says, I cook every day also. Amos is over there cackling. Alicia, would you go deliver these lovely turnip greens to the chickens? I'm thinking you could probably use turnip greens in a salad, but I don't know. I'd have to go research that. Seems to me like turnip greens can be used for something. Radish greens. Radish greens. I know you can use turnip greens. Ah, there you go. Absolutely. Especially if you come up around chili supper, I will be doing a lot of cooking. All right, let's be turning in our Bibles to that Psalm chapter that we're doing tonight. Psalm 60 through what? Psalm 60 through 62. They didn't switch to Geico, they switched to YouTube. Turnip greens with spinach. Don't forget the collard ones there, Pat. Collard greens. While you're turning in your Bibles, tech person, to Psalm 60, please do. Let's do the Sam Stomp tonight.
Tech person.
Psalm chapter 60. Also, don't forget, every part of the dandelion is edible. All right. What'd you post? Psalm 60? Yes. Yep, you did right there. I got it. Stomp. Sam's stomping tonight. He's not here, so we better stomp him until we wake him up. Sam said, y'all, I found a can of chicken noodle loaded with salt, but I don't have anything else. Sean, I say this with all love, my brother. You set aside a day, and we'll video conference, and you get the ingredients, and I will teach you how to make a chicken noodle soup. Amos is laughing over there because he doesn't realize that I taught him how to make a chicken noodle soup. Good evening, Sam. Let's read. To the chief musician, set to Lily of the Testimony, a miktam of David for teaching when he fought against Mesopotamia and Syria of Zobah, and Joab returned and killed 12,000 Edomites in the valley, of Salt. O God, you have cast us off. You have broken us down. You have been displeased. Oh, restore us again. You have made the earth to tremble. You have broken it. Heal its breaches, for it is shaking. You have shown your people hard things. You have made us drink the wine of confusion. You have given a banner to those who fear you, that it may be displayed because of truth. That your beloved may be delivered, save with your right hand and hear me. God has spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and measure out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the helmet for my head. Judah is my lawgiver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom, I will cast my shoe. Philistia, shout in triumph because of me. Who will bring me to the strong city? Who will lead me to Edom? Is it not you, O God, who cast us off? And you, O God, who did not go out with our armies? Give us help from trouble, for the help of man is useless. Through God we will do valiantly, for it is he who shall tread down our enemies. Psalm 61. To the chief musician on a stringed instrument, a psalm of David. Hear my cry, O God, attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth I will cry to you. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been a shelter for me, a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in your tabernacle forever. I will trust in the shelter of your wings. For you, O God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. You will prolong the king's life, his years as many generations. He shall abide before God forever. Oh, prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So I will sing praise to your name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. Psalm 62. To the chief musician, to Jeduthun, a psalm of David. Truly, my soul silently waits for God. From him comes my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. How long will you attack a man? You shall be slain, all of you, like a leaning wall and a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his high position. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. My soul, wait silently for God alone, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In God is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Surely men of low degree are a vapor. Men of high degree are a lie. If they are weighed on the scales, they are altogether lighter than vapor. Do not trust in oppression, nor vainly hope in robbery. If riches increase, do not set your heart on them. God has spoken once, twice I have heard this, that power belongs to God. Also to you, O Lord, belongs mercy, for you render to each one according to his work. Psalm 60 through 62. Well, unfortunately, the hummingbirds did not come back tonight. Ooh. We got you on the prayer list, Sister Cat. Hello, Mother. Good to see you. Teresa says, I already know how to make homemade chicken soup, but he won't listen. Honestly, I did not. You could eat dandelions till I saw a recipe today making dandelion casseroles. Are dandelions good for you or something? Yes. Absolutely, they are good for you. High in a lot of nutrients. And like I said, every part is edible.
The ants got back to it.
Yeah, the ants, something's gotten into it. I don't know if it's all ants. You better check the water.
Yeah, I don't think they put enough.
You probably didn't. Add some more sugar to it. Or something.
Yeah, that's it.
The ants ended up dying. I wonder why. I mean, it's not been windy enough to watch it.
3 pontoon parts.
Ah. Sounds like really, mother-in-law. I can't help it. My head is made out of titanium. I am titanium. Are there any other prayer requests that we need to put on the prayer list as O'Shea comes in? Worst part is the sinus infection. The other sinus infection is the headache. And you're welcome to all that have said thank you. No hummingbirds there? Well, there's been some here. We have both a male and a female running around, or flying around, rather. Now that's interesting. So why did we lose all the water? And how are the ants getting in? That's the question. And then they float to the top. Mom's getting ready for tomorrow. Teresa says, please pray for some odd reason that at night my right knee and leg wants to hurt. You don't want us to pray for that to hurt, my sister.
Guarantee it's not.
John said, Levi, I honestly did not know that, and I've never tried a dandelion. Now you got me curious. You use the leaves as a salad. You can also use them. You can saute them or steam them like a spinach. You can clean and cut the roots up. I know you can make a tea out of the roots. I think there's other things you can with it as well, but I know the tea part. The buds the flower buds are the best. Are best used rather than the actual flowers. But you can actually take the flower buds and bread and fry them like you would okra. You can straight up eat the leaves. Just wash them first. Darlene says, Kat, so sorry you're not feeling well. We'll continue to pray. Sean says, we have a whole yard full of dandelions. If I let them grow, I just mowed the grass, and there's a lot. Secret in chicken broth, but no dandelion for me. You're missing out, Sam. O'Shea says, it may not be, it just be ants there, Ezra. There may be a few uncles in there. Kat says, either one, Sean. Teresa says, you might put something else in your soup. You put chicken and noodles and broth. Oh, but the thing of it is, the whole process of chicken noodle soup begins with the chicken, because that's how you get the broth. Mother says, we rinsed the dandelion heads, floured an egg, and fried. They were good. Yep, that's the what I was talking about with the buds. You're welcome, Kathleen. Vera says, eat them in salads, cook them, make tea from them. They are very versatile and nutrient packed. There's Sam's request. And Mother says, only bumblebees there. Prayers it won't hurt. John says, I honestly hate eating canned soup because it's so high in salt intake. You need salt. Maybe not as much as what's in your soup, but you need salt. Sam says, does anybody know where Let's Read the Whole Bible? I didn't tune in the kitchen show. So you're getting a little edification tonight. So what, Sam? Take it and we enjoy it. John says even the canned soup that is less sodium has a lot of salt in it. What did you think pizza has? Teresa says.
Sister T, when you bake it, you bake out the salt. That's what happens there.
Mother says incognito as well. Celtic salt is good for you. Mother Vera says salt is actually the least of the issues with canned soup.
Vera is correct.
And Mother says that's why we make our own, Sam. Or not Sam, Sean. I can also teach you how to make your own pizza, Sam, Sean, if you wish. Wow, that is a lot of sugar in that one.
Oh, and Sean, I have my indie hat back.
Grace says, well, they brought out the pizza. They bought out the pizza? Oh, man, no wonder. Well, Sean, it's like this. No. There's a lot of things that he doesn't know how to do, but give him time. O'Shea, you know how to garden, you know how to cook, you know how to do mechanic stuff. Is there anything you don't know how to do?
I had a few responses come to mind.
Soup and pizza, Mother. That's what you're talking about.
I had a few responses come to mind, but they were best left unspoken.
Well, Sam, O'Shea might even be able to build one of those. We know the process. We just actually have to put it to use. Mother says, I'm supposed to get castor oil on Wednesday. Yes, and I heard you decided, you told me you decided not to go for the gallon. Or the drum, I should say. Well, I gave her the option. But she just didn't want to pay $500 and some for the drum. Teresa said, I guess we don't believe in homemade food, but we do need to start. Mother says, make peace in the world. Don made some baked beans from scratch, I think. Either that or from straw. But if you make baked beans from straw, I'm not sure how well that goes. Amos is the mechanic, but O'Shea does know a little bit, as in oil changes. He can do that. Spark plug changes. He can do that.
Put back axles.
Just because he has you do it, Ezra, does not mean that he doesn't know how.
Put back axles in Suburbans.
Right. As well as in the back of
As well as in the back of tiny cars.
Mother said, I wanted the drum, just couldn't justify getting it. Sam says he does not know how to slam basketball in the hoop. I cannot jump either. Well, he knows how to. He doesn't do it. You didn't ask if he does it. You just asked if he knew how to do it.
He doesn't know how to do the racing spurs.
Racing spurs?
Yeah, the drifts around corners and stuff.
Amos refuses to teach me.
You don't have a lead foot, O'Shea. This is a good thing. Teresa says, I know that O'Shea loves to garden. Yes, he does. Mother says, do you know how to build your own motor and make your own airplane? Well, give him time. He'd know how to do that too. Debbie says, I love how your kids work. I love how they work too, Debbie. If I had to give you and your brothers any advice, it would be this: learn all that you can while you're young, because when you're old, it will come in use. And learn all that you can from your dad. You got a good dad. Well, I don't know all that much. Mother says, lower the hoop. It's easier. That's true.
Right. Hey, Sean.
Kat says, Ezra, she hopes you're feeling better.
What?
Kat says, Ezra, I hope you're feeling better. Sean says, wish my dad was like that.
Hey, Sean. Who's to say it'll only become useful when I'm old? I mean, seriously.
Don says, make baked beans from scratch, spaghetti salad, fresh squeezed lemonade, brownie bread, and mini cheesecakes. Oh, you're making me drool, my sister. Actually, it's Amos that loves the mechanic, and he's making use of that. Shea loves the gardening. He loves arts. He loves landscaping. Yeah. At least I think you love landscaping.
I certainly don't hate it.
Mother's wondering if you thought about working over at the meat the locker. Mother says, I'll help O'Shea. We could watch them work all day. Sam says, I thought about taking apart an engine and out and back together. Teresa's mom did all the cooking and her first husband, so I have never been a cook. But if I wait for them to cook, I'll starve. Well, that's true. Vera asked Dawn if any of that's coming to the cookout tomorrow. Debbie says, Ezra, come over to Ohio and we'll go shopping. Seeing you're better. Well, the doctor did say he cannot lift anything over 10 pounds for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Doctor said he can't be a couch potato and he can't work.
Sheila said that was what I was going to say, Debbie. My grandkids won't get off the phone long enough to work. Kids aren't taught these days. Sean says, O'Shea, don't get wise on me. Good point.
Hey, you were just telling me to get all the stuff I could.
Sean wants to know, how is Ezra and Amy doing? Amy is up and about moving at her normal pace. Ezra's moving about Amy's normal pace, which is gingerly, but taking it easy. It'll take time to get completely better.
And Sean, what do you expect from the chief
mechanic?
The chief mine expert for Noontime Nuggets? Of course I'm going to get wise on you.
Amos is doing okay. His hand is healing pretty good. He goes in for some more therapy again next week. And he doesn't go back to see the doctor for 3 more weeks, I believe it is. When they'll decide whether or not he gets to, or that should be the one time when they actually up his therapy to actually pinching and lifting and stuff. Teresa says, when we do not get to see y'all, there is going to be a lot of food. I'm going to have to watch my weight for sure. Vera says, Don makes some of the best treats, y'all. Seriously, everything she makes is amazingly delicious. Sounds like my sister. And my sister. Sam says, cooking and eating is fun if you got the right food. Mother knows what I'm talking about. Pretty much my sister, Jenny, she makes some of the most amazing. Oh, and don't forget Irina. Irina makes some of the most amazing stuff, too.
And Irina. I didn't know I liked sushi until she made it.
Well, Aunt Irina her style is Japanese American, whereas Jenny's is kind of a conglomeration of almost anything and everything. But hers leans a lot more to the Tex-Mex as well because her family is Hispanic. So she has a lot of excellent. Oh man, let's just put it that way. Mother offered to help Jeremy put in his garden fence, but he declined my help. Please, Mom, no, no help. Amy's a normal pace. Mom's laughing at your normal pace, dear.
What now?
Yeah, but you're still walking at your normal pace. Debbie says, are you serving our sister Amy or whatever she needs? Usually encouragement, my dear sister Debbie. Teresa says, I love my adopted family here. John says, I was going to be like the old guy in the movie, the movie night in the museum. Are you cracking wise, cupcake? We have wise cupcakes.
Well, if they
I'd
show
rather-
up noon,
I'd rather have delicious cupcakes. Forget
right,
the
I
wise.
would too. I was gonna say, well, if they show up to noontime nuggets, they better become wise in the process.
Sue says, I'm sorry I'm late. We'll go back and listen. Kat forgot Amy had surgery. Sorry, I'll pray for her. Bless your hearts. Lots of health issues. You're on the mend, though. Yep, we are. Jenny does everything well that she does. That's right. She had an excellent teacher from her mother. Irina is Japanese American. Well, her style is Japanese American or Okinawan American, however you want to put it there, mother.
Her cooking style.
Yes. Hi, Cindy. You're welcome. We're too much. I'm Mr. Green. Or I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow.
I'm Mr. Ten Below.
Yo, I'm too much. Sam says, do not be like the guy in the zombie movie. Go looking for a Twinkie. I don't like Twinkies. Give me a good sponge cake, but something about the Twinkie, it's too processed. It isn't delicious. Ugh. Give me a homemade sponge cake. Y'all can tell Sylvia's knocked out because I hear Sean all the way in here with his laughing, and that isn't waking her up.
Yeah, Reba, Cat, Sean.
Arriba, huh? Arriba, arriba.
Yes, Reba. Yeah. All of them blew up the laughing emoji.
That's what Speedy Gonzalez says. Arriba, arriba.
Andale.
Those are ding dongs, Sam.
Yeah, Sam, those are ding dongs.
Pretty much anything store bought like that is like kind of pales in comparison to the real homemade stuff. Cindy says hi, Oshea.
Hello, Cindy. So we just got Sylvia down on the prayer board.
You're slacking. Lacking.
I've been too busy commenting.
Debbie says not even sponging. Well, that's true. Not even sponging. John says I could use C4 and she still wouldn't wake up. She's a hard person to wake up. Sounds like me.
Sean, you need to switch from C4, which is really expensive, and go to Tannerite, which is only just a little bit less expensive.
Mother says you took your glasses off. Now we know who you are.
Yeah, Sean, Tannerite is Sonic Boom target. I'm too much. I never want to see a day that's under 60 degrees.
Probably why host just moved out of Ohio. No sponges.
Kat is laughing her head off.
Grace says, don't forget Liz Kale. Sylvia's aunt. Doctor wants her to move in with her son. Okay, with ALS.
Yep. She's on top of the prayer board for yesterday.
John says, Levi, I have that movie, Mr. Too Much. So does Amy. You're the one that brought it to mind.
So, prayers for Vera and Tom. They are exhausted.
Yes. Busy.
Very busy.
What a beautiful day out.
Gorgeous.
How's the garden coming?
It's doing pretty good. I was out there weeding the potatoes a wee bit and staring in wonder at the tomato plants. Going,
Need to move those. The volunteer ones.
yes. Well, while I was doing that, I turned around and I found the radish off in the weeds. It had grown outside the garden, but inside the fence.
That's cool.
It seeded itself, because that whole row just immediately went to seed from when it got planted. Well, 90% of that whole row went to seed.
Amazing.
And so I'm looking out there. I see that one. I'm like, you actually have a globe on you. Oh, good job.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
You see, talking to things is not just my purview. I talk to cats and animals, birds and bees and insects. Ashea talks to plants. Debbie says, okay, everyone, have an awesome Lord's Day. You too, my sister. Vera says, my garden's non-existent this year. Teresa says, is there a reason you're wearing your glasses? I wear my sunglasses.
Keep my identity hidden.
Secret agent man. Mother says we had
I'm in the witness protection program.
French breakfast radishes volunteer. Yum. Dad got sweet corn planted too. I have Chinese cabbage up and no lettuce. We have volunteer lettuce, Mother.
2 years going.
2 years.
This
2
is
years in a row.
This is its third year.
Cats want to know what all is planted. Her husband has planted some and is still planting. Well, I keep writing. We've got peas planted and up. We've got radishes, cabbages, tomatoes, potatoes. Did you get squash planted yet?
No, that was on the agenda.
Lettuces. Did you get kohlrabi planted?
Yes, I got kohlrabi out there.
Cauliflower. What?
The transplants are still right in front of you, but I got kohlrabi seeded out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cauliflower or broccoli.
We have one broccoli plant from last year that's on its way to seed.
Which is what we're wanting.
I don't know if it needs a partner, though.
I don't either. You'll have to research that.
I really should look at that. I have beets.
Mother laughs. We got beets planted. Cool. Vera says I actually wear my sunglasses at night. I do too if it gets if the light gets too bright for my headaches. Teresa says I do too, Levi. I love talking to animals. When the kids were young, I did it, and the kids loved it. Sam says talking plants feel your vibration. Talking to plants, plants feel your vibration, the vibration of your voice,
which has been proven to help them grow better.
Mother says I've got some seed lettuce I'm going to share, and she also says we have some beets and turnips. I need to get some turnips planted. Mother says besides the peas,
we don't have any.
How does your garden grow? Well, about like anybody else's garden. Upwards. Although there are some people that have gardens that grow downward. Out of their hanging baskets.
Mm-hmm.
Nebuchadnezzar had hanging gardens.
Even then, they grow up for a little while.
Yes. They grow down and then they grow up. They say it's bad when you're talking to yourself and ask yourself to repeat it because you weren't listening. And then you answer yourself. Mother says. Sam says, I talk to the cat all the time and tell him, get out of my house. You do not live here. Stop stealing my food. Carol says, I have a ceiling fan in my bedroom. I have thin hats for cancer patients. That is a worthwhile endeavor. They need those, by the way. Sean says, y'all, please say a pressure prayer. A special prayer for my blood family. A lot of them are ignoring me and holding grudges. All right. You've got a few more to get going there, bud.
Uh-huh. They just keep coming.
Okay.
So I'm on Cat. She needs prayers for her shoulders and back.
Yep. Well, Sean wants me to explain his praise reports. Well, it's like this. He's so many days free from certain addictions. Among those are he's all coming up on 8 years sober from drugs, from any recreational use of drugs. That's around the 1st of June. Of course, he celebrated 4 years from free from alcohol and nicotine back in around the 1st of May. And of course, there are some. He's still working on other addictions, not addictions, but other issues, sins in his life that he's trying to overcome. One of which he's almost 22. He's at 22 days, and the other one he's at, well, starting over. I think he's a few days in on that one. So he continues to ask prayers on his behalf for overcoming his current sin, and also the prayers of thanksgiving on behalf of those that he has overcome. Debbie talks to her plants. Sam is funny, according to Sister T. Well, yeah, Sam is funny. Carol says I have to wear them.
Just in general, Sam is hilarious.
Because of her headaches. Debbie says I'm closer to my spiritual family, honestly. Good. It's always good to be so closer to our spiritual family, because it's our spiritual family that God has given us. Ted and Sheila says us too. Sam says I talked to my pig. Tell him he's not made for eating right now, but made to have family. So going around a long time. Going to be around a long time. Isn't that a she, not a he? Sean says, thank you, Levi. You're correct on everything. Well, not everything. Don't try to give me a big head. Vera says, great work, Sean. Keep at it. All continued prayers. And keep at it. Continued prayers. All right. So any other prayer requests before I jump out of here? Rock on, Sean, says Debbie.
About there.
Teresa says, Sean has come a long way. I'm so proud of him. We might not get along all the time, but I love you, Sean, and I pray for you every day. Sean says it takes a lot of discipline, but it's easier when we're obedient to what God wants. Yes, it is. Vera says, I have to head out for the night so I can try to rest before 3 a.m. because I really won't rest after. Love you all as well. Love you too, Vera. You have a wonderful evening, my sister. And again, may you have a blessed Lord's Day tomorrow to any and all, because I'm jumping out of here as well. Please continue to remember Amy and Ezra in your prayers, as well as myself and my headaches and my mother. She won't say it, but I will. Remember her for her ailments as well. Mother says, eat more cayenne pepper. I thought it was eat more chicken. But whatever. We saw a sale at Baumgart's on Kayak, 24-count bottles of water.
You need a lot more bottles of water than that to float the
Float your kayak. But whatever floats your kayak.
Mm-hmm. So since I tabbed over here to the prayer request section of the comments, 110 comments have gone by.
And there's still 1 star. There it went. Okay. Thank you as well, Reba. You're welcome. Teresa, thank you. Love you as well. Mother says you can put it on chicken, but why would you? Well, it spices up your life. Sean says, thank you all. Love, encouragement, and prayers. Don't ever stop praying for me.
Of course,
Praying for me.
Jeremy's solution is add more garlic.
We need to take some of that summer sausage if there's any left, Jeremy.
I see.
Is there any left?
Probably.
Anyway. Love y'all. We'll see you then. I think.
Excuse me.
Don't do that.
So we have prayers for Sean.
Yep.
His headache, neck, back, sinus, and family problems. Prayers for Angie and her children's health. Prayers for Sylvia, who is exhausted. Prayers for Vera and Tom, who's exhausted. Prayers for Kat. Her shoulders and back are giving her grief. Prayers for Teresa. Her knee and leg are not feeling the greatest. Prayers for Sam. For Selena, Kiana, and his radio show. Prayers for Liz Kale, who has had 2 broken bones as well as has ALS.
Okay.
And prayers for Amy, Ezra, Levi, and Donovan.
Right. Now Mother has one for you. Summer sausage, yes. Jeremy gave us a nice batch of summer sausage that he got from work. He was going to smoke it, but Darling Irina said that he needed to clean and make room in their freezer. So he gave it to us. And Ezra, on Wednesday, spent the day smoking summer sausage. No, Sean, you do not want this summer sausage.
This
Summer sausage would cure what ails you.
Maybe even immobilize you.
This summer sausage would more than likely cause Sean to disappear for a long, extended period of time. In the time machine.
Into the time machine. I knew it.
Into Benjamin's time machine.
It would give him the power to go forward in time.
It's good. It's real good.
But it's not Sean worthy.
Oh, it exceeds Sean worthy.
It exceeds Sean's worthy. It's overabundance.
This would be worthy of light my fire, light my fire, light my fire, light my fire.
Teresa's mind's been blown. Teresa's mind's been blown.
You what?
I said Teresa's mind's been blown.
Sean, I tell you, you do not want this one.
Kat and Reba just had a laughing war. Reminds me of the guy who ate 3 bowls of like 3 times hottest chili in the world.
Yeah.
And right after he ate these 3 bowls of chili, he ate a whole gallon of ice cream. The next morning, he's in the bathroom and he's screaming, "Come on, ice cream!"
How in the world do you all eat it then? One bite at a time. How do you eat anything, Mr. T?
Teresa's laughing now.
Cat's like, I do not want any.
Can't is laughing up a storm, though.
Mother says not everyone appreciates our family humor. If they say it's hot, it will be hot. Even Alex has trouble keeping up. My brother-in-law Alex is a Hispanic, grew up around hot things, and yes, he has trouble keeping up with our family when it comes to hot.
Sean says, will this summer sausage grow hair on your chest? The first thing it would do would probably blow up your mouth. I mean,
Amos says he doesn't know. Sean, would you want to find out? It might put hair on your chin. Oh, right. Mother says it will melt your chest, Sean. It will melt your chest. I'm going to get out of here before I get into any more trouble. Love you all. Have a good night, and we'll see you then.
love you. Thank you. Okay. So, I have run through everything we have on the pro board. Sean says, Levi used to really love hot stuff, and I mean, the hotter the better. But I just had to get stomach issues. Grr. Why'd you get stomach issues there, Sean? It's really not an upgrade. It's just not. I wouldn't advise it. Teresa says, okay, O'Shea, you got the yawn started, LOL. Sean's like, wow, that's like dragon fire hot. I'd love that in my younger days. So, if there are no other prayer requests, let's go to God in prayer. Bow with me, y'all. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time to come together to raise up our cares and concerns before you, to leave them at your feet and into your care. We come before you asking that you would be with Sean as he is having difficulty with his headaches, his neck pain, back pain, and sinus issues. We ask that you would bless him with health, with relief from this pain, good solutions to these problems. Bless him to feel better and stronger. Be with his family and him, as there's a lot of problems in the relationship department there. Bless him as he deals with his family. And be with them. Soften their hearts, Father. Help them in the ways that they need help. Be with them. Be with Angie's children in their health. Bless them with a better portion of health and healing. And restore them to their full portion of health. Bless them and be with them. Be with Sylvia as she has been worked hard lately and is exhausted. Bless her with peaceful rest, a good, deep sleep that renews her strength. Bless her with strength to keep up underneath the load Help her to keep on going. Bless her and be with her. Be with Vera and Tom as they are exhausted as well. Bless them with strength to bear up underneath all the health issues, the tight schedules, the busyness. Help them, guide them through it all, and be with them. Be with Kat as her shoulders and back give her quite a bit of grief. We ask your blessings upon her, that she would feel better, that her shoulders and back would heal, that the problem would go away. Help her to be able to use her shoulders and back pain-free. Bless her. Be with Teresa as her knee and leg are giving her pain. Ease the pain that is in her knees and leg. Bless her to feel better, to be able to get up and walk and move around without this pain. Bless her and be with her. Be with Sam as he deals with setting up an appointment for Selena. Bless him. Be with him as he strives to be a good example to his children. Be with Kiana. Help her father to understand where she needs to stand in life, what path she should go down. Bless her with your wisdom and guidance. And be with Sam as he puts on his radio show. Bless him that it would be profitable, that he'd bring your word into light, and that many people would hear it and learn. Bless him. Be with Liz Kale as she has 2 broken bones and suffers from ALS as well. We ask your blessings upon her, that her bones would heal properly, that she would be well. Help her to deal with her ALS and be with her as she fights each and every health issue and battle that she faces. Be with Amy and Ezra as they are recovering. Bless them with swift recovery and healing, that they would have a full recovery. Bring them back to their better portions of health. Be with Levi as he suffers from headaches. Ease the pain in his head and neck. Grant him, bless him with this relief. Be with him. Be with Donovan and her health. Bless her, that she would be well and that she would have a better portion of health. And we ask with her that you would heal the spiritual division that is out there. Unite everyone out there. Bring them into your fold. Guide them and bless them. We ask your blessings upon the preachers and the ministers who are adding final touches and finishing up lessons for tomorrow. Bless them as they deliver these sermons and lessons. Help them to present your word in the ways that you would have it presented, and be with the hearts that it comes across. Help these messages to be true, pure, and help the hearts to receive it. Be with each and every one of your Christians out there who are preparing to serve you, to come together and worship you on your Lord's Day. Bless them and be with them. Be with each and every one of us here. Help us all to be of good health and guide us down the paths that you have for us. Be with us. Bless us all. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. I don't have my glass of water. Kathleen says, thank you, O'Shea. Good Lord's Day tomorrow. Love y'all. You are very welcome, Sister Kathleen. You have a wonderful Lord's Day tomorrow and a wonderful night. Love you, sister. Sister T says, amen. Thank you. Love y'all. Good night and happy Lord's Day. You are very welcome there, Sister T. Love you. You have a wonderful night and Lord's Day as well, sister. Sean says, well, so much for going chest hair, huh? Yep, that idea is out the window. Reba says, thank you for the prayers, O'Shea. You are very welcome, Sister Reba. Thank you for being here. Kat says, thank you, O'Shea. Love each one of you. You are very welcome, Sister Kat. Love you as well. Reba says, I hope you all have a blessed night and Lord's Day tomorrow. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderfully blessed night and Lord's Day as well, sister. You love you. Sister T says, I meant for tomorrow. Carol says, have a good Lord's Day, everyone. You as well, Sister Carol. Grandma says, good night, God bless, see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. Right? Right back at you there, Grandma. Love you. Maureen says, thank you, good night, O'Shea. You are very welcome, you have a wonderful night, Sister Maureen. Sean says, thank you all for singing, Bible reading, and prayer. Happy Lord's Day, y'all. I was glad when they said, let's go to the Lord's house. I can't remember where the scripture at right now. That's in Psalms, and that's as close as I can get you. Somewhere between 1 and 100, probably. Love you, Sean. Sam says, love y'all. Grandma sends prayers, hearts, roses, more prayers, and hearts. Sean's bird busted gut laughing so hard. Well, y'all, thank you for being here, for reading, for praying, just for being here. Sam says, that really narrows it down, O'Shea. You are right, it does. It really narrows it down. Till we meet again, God bless you all. Love you. Bye-bye.